team with the best record in the NBA. Time for the tradition here at the Quicken Loans Arena that sends the crowd into a frenzy. We've been told we're witnesses. He's been called the chosen one, and he has been so special this year during the regular season. The fans waving their towels, wearing their one-goal T-shirts. As for the first time this afternoon, we check in with Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa.
Well, Mike, LeBron James stopped short of saying that anything less than a championship this year will be a failure, but Mo Williams says it. He said, yeah, we've broken records, and that stuff is great for the history books, but for our guys, they will not and should not be satisfied without that championship. And Ben Wallace says he's been telling these guys all week, the fact that we have the best record in the regular season means absolutely nothing. He reminded them when he was a member of the Pistons.
LeBron James will be guarded by a host of players. Tayshaun Prince will guard him a majority of the time as James knocks down his first shot. Jeff, we mentioned great regular season. Hamilton lost it. Delonte West comes up with it. Ahead to James. Here he goes.
There's some old school guys sitting there saying, hey, Rodney Stuckey, why didn't you foul LeBron James? Well, this is 2009. That's a whole different animal to deal with.
James, the jump shot. If he's hitting that mid-range jump shot, you're in big trouble if you're the opponent. Second leading scorer. Let's take a look at this replay, guys.
Now you take a look, Rodney Stuckey. All of a sudden, he sees a locomotive coming down. There's no choice. He can't get to him. He can't get to him.
Yeah, particularly when you stop, you can't get to him. Three-point shots.
Second in the NBA in fewest turnovers, only San Antonio less. James to the basket, flips it up and in. He's off to a great start. 4 for 4 from the field.
And as good as advertised, you're talking about the guy had to set the tone early on both ends of the floor. Well, certainly doing that on the offensive end, putting his head down, making a play, knockdown jump shot. You talked about it. When he's making that shot, forget about it. And Mr. Stuckey, get out of the way.
Meanwhile, Mo Williams just picked up his second foul for Cleveland. Something to watch there. Arena, the team's pregame routines have been a big part of the scene here at this terrific place. And LeBron James and his teammates really enjoying each other with it.
We don't practice it. You know, we just we together so much, and you know, we like brothers. You know, we know exactly what we may want to do, and we just go from there. Whatever we do, we don't try to disrespect teams that we're playing against or nothing like that. It's just us having fun and loving the game of basketball the way we do. It brings a lot of chemistry. I want to know it brings that trust factor that we have in each other, knowing that a guy going to be there for you no matter what.
Gone through tough periods in some playoff series.
James quickly to the basket. He's had no adversity here in the first quarter, already with 10 points.
Although only shooting 2 shots from the Pistons.
I totally agree with Coach. You have to make LeBron James a jump shooter. That is too easy for LeBron James to just turn the corner and get to the cup. If each size can post up, can knock down the jump shot, and the field is dry.
Oh, what a pass. James, his first assist, and a beauty to Ilgauskas. It's a violation when it goes up through the net, so they'll take it out.
Well, again, that's a well-timed cut by Ilgauskas.
Games in the regular season, the veteran back in Cleveland, and he'll play big playoff minutes. Kwame Brown has also come in for Detroit, as is Aaron Aflalo, and James goes right at Aflalo. 12 points in less than 9 minutes for LeBron James. Here's LeBron James arriving 6 years ago from Akron, Ohio, and now has his team poised to make a run for a championship. Cooler Talk presented by Gatorade, all about LeBron's start, Mark.
Well, it's how hard he's working. Off of the turnover, take a look at where LeBron starts. He's down on the lower block, off to the races, outruns Tayshaun Prince and Rodney Stuckey in home run trots. How about defending him? Too close for comfort. You got to give him airspace. You don't, you pay the price. Gets to the rim and then put a smaller defender on him. Doesn't affect the shot of LeBron James. Able to explode, elevate, get a dead-eye look to the rim. Outstanding start for the Cavs and LeBron.
Outstanding offensive start, but LeBron James's improvement defensively. The field, James gets inside. He's double-teamed. Joe, good cover from the elbow, knocks it down. Remember, this is a Cavs team.
Against Joe Smith, he just scored. Post up Mo Williams.
Oh, what a pass. Smith, the trailer. And a timeout called and another standing ovation. His third assist was a beauty. And Joe Smith, the beneficiary once again.
When you know you have a star player that's a willing passer, you run the lane and get in position. LeBron James with the look away. My goodness, threads the needle on point to Joe Smith. Finishes, Cavs up by 5.
As the Cavs leading the Pistons here in game 1.
See LeBron James, you know it's all about him. In transition, gets a lane. Look how high he is. How high I get at my son's room, all by myself by the closet. How about this? Finesse game, the finger roll. One thing he can do is finger roll. And then elevation, gets to the penthouse floor, eliminates Rip Hamilton's contest. Outstanding start for LeBron.
Along with the 17 points and 4 assists. Ilgauskas, oh, great pass and a better finish.
The speed and force of that cut.
Field goal. Gaines, oh, at the buzzer. They count it. We'll look at it on the replay. As LeBron James finishes the first half in dramatic fashion. The three-point banker gets it off in time, and the Cavs have their largest lead of the game so far. A poor defensive job that time from Detroit. Chance of MVP. Let's check in with Lisa.
Thanks, Mike. LeBron, well, you sure know how to do drama. Describe that last buzzer beater for me.
I just tried to get it up there, before the time expired. It felt good when it left my hands. That's why I kept chasing it to try to guide it in the hoop a little bit more.
You felt you were able to guide it in there?
Nah, not really, but the backboard did a great job.
And they put giving you a lot of different looks, but still a big quarter, big half for you. What's been going right for you out there?
Well, I've seen every different coverage that any team has to offer, so it's just kind of read and react, try to react before the defense gets in their position. So our team has done a great job of executing offensively. We just need to get a couple more stops on the defensive end.
All right, and some nice passes by your teammates.
All right, thank you.
Mike.
All right, Lisa, sensational first half for LeBron James. After the break, Stuart Scott, Magic Johnson, Michael Wilbon will have the T-Mobile halftime report. Bulls and Celtics, the upset in Boston. LeBron fade 5 athletes growing up. And first half analysis all coming up on the T-Mobile halftime report. LeBron James and the Cavs shoot 61% from the field in the first half. James 8 of 10. He already has 22 to go along with the 6 rebounds and 4 assists. As the Cleveland Cavaliers, the #1 seed in the NBA playoffs, go into the locker room up by a dozen.
Well, when a guy is rolling, Stuart, and he's playing at a high level, and he is the best player right now this season in LeBron James, shots like that go in all the time. Superstars play like superstars in the NBA playoffs. This has been the best. Watching LeBron James also dominate the game just with his point guard skills as well. He's doing a great job of passing the ball, setting up his teammates, as well as scoring and rebounding and assists.
Magic even said to us before a halftime start, he said he's a throwback. He's a tough, old-school throwback, kind of like Jordan. Speaking of old school and throwback, LeBron also has a sense of the past. LeBron James, fave 5 athletes growing up.
Deion Primetime Sanders, and that's half Deion Sanders in the San Francisco uniform and half in the Dallas Cowboy uniform. Anthony Penny Hardaway.
Hardaway over Ewing! Unbelievable dunk by Anthony Hardaway over Patrick Ewing!
Emmett Smith, Michael Jordan, and that's all Michael Jordan.
Columbia down, they'll work their play. Steal, he kept it in bounds. Here it is again. Oh!
Last athlete growing up. Myself.
Log on to in a playoff game. Speaking of playoff games, LeBron James doing his thing in his 47th playoff game. He's got 22 points, 6 boards, 4 assists at halftime. Second half coming back.
So very easy here in transition. No one's faster in the game. The elevation at the rim, and then great speed and force to this cut. Enters the ball to Ilgauskas. Good change of direction. Good pass and finish. And then look at this left-handed laser pass. Very few people can pass with both hands. LeBron James the best. And then the running three-point shot. He should just dove into the stands. Don't hit me in the chest, Wally Serbiak. Get off me.
For the local telecast of the Cavs, everything went well. Certainly the same thing in the first half as James throws it in.
They didn't sell out every...
James, 5 on the clock. The runner, bank shot. It's good. LeBron James, once again, he's got 26. Remember, his last playoff game continues after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Apparently it was a 2. It's 83-74. James gets inside easily. Back to 11. He's got 32.
We're about to get there. But hey, you're not getting here with the king and his court.
It's been the LeBron James show. Same circus, different clowns. Attacking the basket on the offensive end time and time again. Too easy offensively. Half court heave just before halftime. Knocks it down. Takes a close-up picture. Nothing's changed in the second half. Runner. How about a floater in transition? He is having his way and facing zero resistance. Like it doesn't matter who I'm facing. He's faced clowns all season long the way that he is playing. His mentality is, I'm the best in the world, and it doesn't matter who I'm facing.
And he's great conference finals. They're a team that had a lot of fight in them. As LeBron James knocks it down. You wonder if that fight is still there.
Well,
Hold up this afternoon. How were you able to pick them apart on defense?
We just got the ball, moving from one side to another. They're a very good defensive team if you just hold the ball. And, one thing we did, we attacked, got to the free throw line. And then when they started to help a little bit more, we started to pass the ball and get some open shots for everybody. So good execution by us offensively tonight.
Solid performance by your supporting cast. What impressed you most about what your other guys were able to do?
I think after the first quarter, it's about the 6-minute mark in the second quarter, we decided to play some defense. And the supporting cast did that. They also got in the open areas on the offensive end and made some easy shots and allowed their defense not to just load on me also. But they did a great job.
Now, it wasn't a blowout, certainly for most of the game, but it kind of felt that way. The guys who were calling the game kind of said it felt like it was a much bigger lead than it actually was. How did the game feel to you out there on the floor?
Well, it felt like we just had to continue to execute in order to win the game. At any point in the game, it felt like they could make a run, and we could make a run and blow it open. So we was able to finally push it over the edge in the fourth quarter, and took a lead that we knew we couldn't get back.
So what was the key to pushing it over the edge?
Get some defensive stops, and then make